To bow to life is not about a physical gesture alone. It is a way of meeting every moment with respect and a gentle heart. In many cultures, bowing is a sign of honor or greeting, but in the Buddhist tradition, bowing has a much deeper meaning. It is an act of recognizing the preciousness of each experience, even when it is difficult or ordinary. When we speak of bowing to life, we are talking about a spiritual attitude. It means lowering our pride and being willing to learn from everything that comes our way. Sometimes people think that life is something to be controlled or mastered. But actually, life is always changing, always teaching. To bow to life is to accept that we are students, not always the master. There is great freedom in this. Imagine waking up in the morning and before checking your phone, pausing for a moment. You might simply notice your breath and give thanks for the new day. This is a kind of bow. It does not require words or even a movement. It is an inner posture of openness. Even when something small happens, like a cup of tea cooling in your hand, you can appreciate that moment. Bowing to life means being aware that every moment is worthy of your full attention. In today's world, many people move quickly from one thing to another, always looking for something new. But to bow to life asks us to slow down and recognize the value in what is right in front of us. This is not always easy. Sometimes life brings pain, disappointment, or confusion. Yet, if we can meet these moments without turning away, we discover that there is a quiet wisdom waiting for us. This is the beginning of understanding what it truly means to bow to life. Acceptance is a word we often hear, but its real beauty can be missed if we are not careful. To bow to life is to practice acceptance, not only when things are easy, but especially when they are not. Many people think acceptance means giving up or not caring. But true acceptance is not weak. It takes strength to see things as they really are, without wanting to change or escape them right away. Each day, there are countless small moments that call for acceptance. Perhaps you are stuck in traffic, or maybe your favorite food is not available at the store. These are simple examples, but they are invitations to practice. When you notice yourself feeling annoyed or impatient, you can pause and gently say to yourself, "This is how things are right now." This small shift in thinking can bring a sense of calm, even in situations that seem unimportant. Acceptance does not mean that we do nothing. It means we look honestly at what is happening, and from there, we choose how to respond. There is freedom in this, because we are not fighting against reality. Instead, we are meeting life as it comes, with a peaceful heart. Sometimes, life brings larger challenges, loss, illness, or changes we did not expect. These moments are much harder, and acceptance can feel impossible. But even here, there is beauty to be found. When we stop struggling against what we cannot control, we may notice a quiet strength inside us. It is like bowing deeply to life, saying, "I am here with you, no matter what happens." In every day, in both big and small ways, acceptance opens the door to peace. When we bow to life in this way, we start to see that even difficult moments can teach us something precious. This is the quiet beauty of acceptance. Difficulties are a natural part of every human life. No one can escape pain, sadness, or frustration. When hard times come, our first reaction is often to resist. We might try to push the problem away or pretend it does not exist. But this resistance can make our suffering even stronger. To bow to life is to learn a different way to face difficulties, one that does not rely on fighting or running away. When we stop resisting, we allow ourselves to truly see what is happening. This does not mean we must like what we see, or that we must agree with it. It only means that we are honest about our experience. For example, if we feel lonely or afraid, instead of telling ourselves we should not feel this way, We can simply notice our feelings. We can give them a little space, as if we are bowing to them too. Often, we believe that life should be comfortable and easy, and that something is wrong when it is not. But the nature of life includes both joy and struggle. When we accept this, we can stop wasting our energy on resistance. Instead, we can use our energy to take care of ourselves and to learn from our situation. This approach may sound simple, but it is not always easy. Sometimes, the mind will keep bringing up old worries or fears. In these moments, it helps to remember that we are not alone. Every person, at some time, faces things they wish were different. By choosing not to resist, we show respect for our own journey. To bow to life, even in the face of difficulty, is to trust that we have the courage to keep going. It is an act of quiet dignity. Each time we meet a challenge without resistance, we become a little stronger, and life becomes a little lighter. Many people look for wisdom in special places or in big moments. They think that deep insight must come from great teachers or from important events. But true wisdom is not far away. It is found in the simple, ordinary experiences of daily life. To bow to life means to pay attention to these moments and see what they can teach us. Everyday life is full of small lessons. When you wash your hands, feel the water and notice its coolness. When you eat a meal, pay attention to the taste and the feeling of being nourished. These experiences may seem unimportant, but they have value. If we slow down and look closely, we can learn from them. Wisdom is not only in books or in long talks, it is in the way we meet each moment. Sometimes life feels repetitive or boring. We wake up, go to work, do our chores, and repeat the same actions every day. But even here, wisdom is waiting. If you notice the sound of the birds in the morning, or the way the light changes in your room, you are connecting with life in a deeper way. You do not have to search far. Everything you need to learn is already present. Bowing to life in ordinary experiences is a practice of appreciation. Instead of looking for excitement, we honor what is here. This does not mean we must be happy all the time. Some moments are hard, and some are simple, but each moment has its own lesson if we are willing to see it. When we find wisdom in ordinary experiences, our days become richer and more meaningful. We begin to realize that every moment, no matter how small, is a chance to grow and to understand ourselves better. This is the quiet wisdom that comes from bowing to life as it is. To bow to life is also to respect all beings and situations, no matter how different or difficult they may seem. Respect is at the heart of the Buddhist way, but it is something anyone can practice, anywhere in the world. True respect is not just about polite words or formal actions. It is about seeing the value in every person, animal, and moment that we meet. Every being has its own story and its own way of living. Sometimes we meet people who think differently from us, or who come from other backgrounds. It is easy to judge or to turn away. But when we bow to life, we try to understand before we judge. We remember that every person is facing their own challenges and carrying their own dreams. This helps us to be patient and gentle, even when it is difficult. Respect also means caring for the world around us. When we see a tree, a bird, or even a small insect, we can take a moment to appreciate their place in the world. Each life, no matter how small, plays a part in the web of existence. If we walk through nature or through a busy city, we can practice bowing in our hearts to everything we see. Sometimes, situations are hard or seem unfair. Maybe someone treats us badly, or we find ourselves in trouble. Bowing to life does not mean we must accept harm or stay silent. Instead, it means meeting each situation with dignity and openness, rather than anger or bitterness. Even in difficult times, we can look for a way to respond with respect. When we practice respect for all beings and situations, we become more connected to the world. Life feels less lonely, and our hearts become softer. This is another way that bowing to life can transform how we experience each day. Many people think that only big actions or great achievements matter. But in truth, life is mostly made up of small, simple actions. These everyday moments, like making your bed, smiling at a neighbor, or washing a cup, are the building blocks of our days. To bow to life is to see the value in these simple actions and to treat them with care. When we do something with attention, no matter how small, it becomes meaningful. For example, when you sweep the floor, you are not just cleaning, you are creating a peaceful space for yourself and others. When you share a kind word with someone, it may seem like nothing special, but it can bring light to their day. Every action, even the smallest, has an effect. If we rush through our tasks, we may miss their quiet importance. It is easy to forget the power of simple actions in a world that celebrates success and speed. But if we take the time to honor what we are doing right now, our lives become richer. Bowing to life in this way means understanding that nothing is too small to matter. Each time you take a moment to care for something, a meal, a pet, or even your own body, you are practicing respect for life. Some people believe they must wait for a perfect moment to be happy or at peace. But real happiness can be found in the way we meet each ordinary task. If we approach even simple actions with a gentle heart, we discover that life is always offering us a chance to practice kindness and presence. To bow to life is to recognize the value in what might seem unimportant. In doing so, we create a life that is both humble and full of quiet joy. This is the gift of honoring simple actions. Humility is often misunderstood in today's world. Many people believe that being humble means thinking less of yourself or letting others walk over you. But true humility is much deeper. It is about seeing yourself clearly, knowing your strengths and your weaknesses, and understanding that everyone is equal in the great web of life. To bow to life is to practice humility, and in doing so, we open our hearts to greater understanding. When we are humble, we do not need to prove ourselves or show that we are better than others. Instead, we can listen and learn from everyone we meet. Sometimes, we might find ourselves in situations where we do not have all the answers, or we make mistakes. In these moments, humility allows us to accept help and to grow. We do not have to be perfect. We can be honest about what we know and what we do not know. Humility also helps us to connect more deeply with others. When we are not focused on our own image or pride, we can see the goodness in those around us. We realize that every person has something to teach us, no matter how different their life may be. This kind of openness creates warm, genuine relationships. There is a quiet strength in humility. It gives us the courage to admit when we are wrong and to apologize if we hurt someone. It also lets us accept praise or kindness without feeling embarrassed or proud. Bowing to life with humility means recognizing that we are just one part of something much bigger. The world does not revolve around us, and that is a comforting thought. When we live with humility, our hearts become softer and more accepting. We are more patient with ourselves and with others. This gentle way of living opens the door to wisdom and true peace. Humility is not weakness. It is the path to a fuller, kinder life. Gratitude is a simple but powerful way to bow to life. When we are thankful, we recognize the good things we have, even if they seem small. In daily life, it is easy to focus on what is missing or what is going wrong. But when we choose to look for what is right, our hearts begin to feel lighter. Gratitude does not require a perfect life. Even on hard days, there is something we can appreciate: a warm drink, a friend's message, the sound of rain. These small gifts can bring comfort and remind us that life offers many moments of beauty, even during challenges. Some people wait for something big or special before they feel grateful, but real gratitude starts with the ordinary, with what is right in front of us. Each time we notice and give thanks, we are bowing to life. This can be as simple as taking a quiet breath and thinking, "I am grateful for this meal," or "I am thankful for the chance to rest." When we make gratitude a habit, we start to see the world in a new way. We stop taking things for granted, and we realize how much we receive each day. Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring problems or pretending that everything is perfect. It simply means making space in our hearts to see the good, even when times are tough. When we are grateful, we also become more generous and understanding toward others. We know that just like us, they have struggles and joys. Gratitude is a gentle way of meeting life as it is. It softens our disappointments and brightens our joys. To bow to life with gratitude is to accept each moment as a gift, and to remember that there is always something worth appreciating, no matter how small. To bow to life means to listen deeply to the present moment. In our busy lives, it is common to think about the past or worry about the future. We often do many things at once, our minds full of noise and plans. But real peace comes when we give our full attention to what is happening right now. Listening to the present moment is more than just hearing sounds or seeing things. It is a way of being truly present, without distraction. For example, when you eat, really taste your food. When you walk, notice each step and how your body moves. When you speak with someone, try to listen to their words without thinking about your reply. These small acts of attention can change the way we experience life. Sometimes, the present moment is pleasant, a beautiful sunset, a kind word, or a feeling of comfort. Other times, it may be uncomfortable or even painful. Even then, listening deeply means staying with what is happening, without rushing to judge or escape. We do not need to change anything. We simply notice and accept it as it is. This kind of listening brings clarity and calm. We begin to see that each moment has something to offer, even if it is difficult. By giving our attention to the present, we can find peace in the middle of busy days or stressful situations. We also become more patient and gentle, both with ourselves and with others. When we listen deeply to the present moment, we are bowing to life as it unfolds. We are saying, "I am here for this, whatever it may be." This simple act opens us to the richness of our own lives, helping us find meaning and connection in every moment we live. Life is always changing, and none of us can know what will happen next. This uncertainty can make us feel worried or restless. Many people spend a lot of energy trying to control the future or avoid surprises. But to bow to life is to learn how to make peace with uncertainty. It is natural to want clear answers and firm plans. We like to know what will happen tomorrow or how things will turn out. But the truth is, no one can predict everything. Sometimes our plans change suddenly, or we face unexpected challenges. In these moments, it is easy to feel afraid or frustrated, but we can also use these times to practice trust. Making peace with uncertainty does not mean we stop caring or give up on our hopes. Instead, it means accepting that change and not knowing are part of life. When we relax our need to control, we become more flexible and open to new possibilities. We learn to move with life rather than against it. Think of a tree in the wind. It does not fight the breeze, but bends and sways. In the same way, we can meet uncertainty with a calm and open heart. This does not take away all our worries, but it helps us carry them more gently. Sometimes uncertainty brings new chances or lessons we did not expect. When we bow to life, we trust that we can face whatever comes, step by step. We may not know the future, but we can be present for today. Peace with uncertainty is not something we achieve once and forget. It is a practice, one we return to whenever life surprises us. By making peace with not knowing, we open ourselves to the adventure and mystery that life offers every day. To bow to life is to offer yourself to its flow, instead of always trying to control or resist it. Many people believe they must make everything happen according to their own plans and ideas. While it is important to make decisions and take action, it is also important to recognize that life has its own rhythm and timing. Offering yourself to the flow of life means being willing to move with what is happening rather than against it. Imagine a river. If you fight the current, you quickly become tired. But if you allow yourself to float with the water, you travel more easily and often find new paths you did not expect. In daily life, this could mean letting go of an old plan when a new opportunity appears, or adjusting your expectations when things do not go as hoped. This does not mean you stop caring about your goals or dreams. It simply means staying flexible and open, allowing life to guide you as well. Sometimes, the flow of life will take you in a direction you did not choose. At first, this may feel uncomfortable or even frightening. But if you offer yourself to the moment, you may find unexpected growth or happiness. Each time you accept change or meet a new situation with an open mind, you are bowing to life. This gentle surrender is not weakness. It is a wise and courageous way of living. It shows trust in yourself and in life's unfolding. We all want to feel safe and in control, but real freedom comes when we allow ourselves to be carried, at least sometimes, by the flow of events. Offering yourself to life's flow is an act of faith. It invites new experiences and helps you discover possibilities you may never have imagined. This is a peaceful and hopeful way to walk your path. Change is one of the few things in life that we can always expect. Seasons shift, people grow older, situations rise and fall. Sometimes change brings joy, a new friendship, a new skill, or a new place to explore. Other times, it brings loss, endings, or the need to start again. To bow to life is to embrace change, meeting it with a gentle and open mind. It is natural to feel uneasy when things change. The mind may worry about what will be lost, or how we will cope. We may try to hold on tightly to the past, or wish things could stay the same. But fighting change only brings tension and sadness. When we accept that change is part of life, we can meet it with more ease and curiosity. Having a gentle mind means being kind to yourself when you feel uncertain or afraid. It means allowing yourself to move slowly, to ask for help, or to feel sadness without shame. Everyone experiences these feelings. By treating yourself gently, you give yourself the strength to adapt and to learn from whatever comes. When you welcome change, even if it is difficult, you open the door to growth. New situations often bring new wisdom and chances to understand yourself better. Sometimes, a change that seems unwanted at first will become a gift in time. Life is full of such surprises. Embracing change with a gentle mind is not about ignoring your fears or pretending to be strong all the time. It is about meeting each moment as it is, with honesty and softness. In this way, you bow to life's constant movement, trusting that you can move with it, one step at a time. This gentle approach can turn every change into an opportunity for peace and renewal. To bow to life is to live each day with sincerity and presence. Sincerity means being honest and true, both with yourself and with others. Presence means giving your full attention to the moment you are in, instead of being lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. Together, these qualities help you meet life in a way that is both simple and deep. Living with sincerity does not mean you must always be serious or never make mistakes. It means that your words and actions come from your heart. When you speak, you do so with kindness and honesty. When you make a promise, you try your best to keep it. People can feel when you are being sincere, and it helps to build trust and warmth in your relationships. Presence is a gift you give to yourself and those around you. When you are truly present, you listen deeply, notice small details, and respond to what is really happening. Even ordinary tasks, like washing dishes or having a short conversation, can become meaningful when you are fully there. Presence brings a sense of peace and clarity, even during busy or stressful times. It can be difficult to remain sincere and present, especially when life feels rushed or overwhelming. There will be moments when your mind wanders, or when you feel unsure. This is natural. The practice is to gently bring yourself back, again and again, to what is right in front of you. In this way, you show respect for your own life and for the lives of others. Living with sincerity and presence is another way to bow to life. It helps you create deeper connections, find greater meaning, and experience the richness of each day. By choosing to meet life in this way, you honor yourself and the world around you, step by step. As we reach the end of this journey together, I would like to offer a final reflection on the path of bowing to life. This path is not about achieving perfection or always knowing the right answers. Instead, it is about meeting each day with a gentle heart, an open mind, and a spirit of respect for all that life brings. Bowing to life is a quiet practice, one that grows stronger over time. There will be easy days and difficult days, moments of clarity and moments of doubt. Through it all, the simple act of meeting each experience with sincerity, patience, and humility can bring a deep sense of peace. It is not always easy, but it is always meaningful. By honoring both the joys and the struggles, you may find that life itself becomes your greatest teacher. This way of living is something we can return to, moment by moment, as often as we need. There is no need to hurry. Just by remembering to appreciate the present and to meet it with care, we gently shape our lives into something beautiful and true. Each step, no matter how small, is an important part of this journey. I would also like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has watched, liked, or subscribed to this channel. Your kind comments, super thanks, and support through membership mean a great deal. Each message and gesture of support is warmly appreciated, and it encourages me to continue sharing these reflections. Thank you for spending this time together. May you continue to find peace, wisdom, and kindness on your own unique path. Life is precious, and every moment offers us a chance to bow with gratitude and sincerity.